So this here is definitely going to be one of the most important video that I've recorded in a while, because in this video I have prepared some interesting chart which are pointing us where the price in the medium short term, where the price for the coming days might be possibly heading. So if you want to find that out, then please do watch this video till the end. And also please do me a favor, if you think my short here looks funny enough to make you laugh, then please destroy that like button as well. Now, if you look at the price action of Bitcoin, if you look at this Wyckoff's price cycle, we are in a very interesting phase, because if you look at this year from 2011 to 2014, this was our markup phase, right? This was the markup phase. Each and every time whenever we start with the markup phase, what happens first? Price finds itself around the oversold area, or so-called an accumulation phase. Once the whale have accumulated enough Bitcoin, what they tend to do, they tend to push the price higher, which brings us around this markup phase. Why markup phase? Because at that area the demand is greater than the supply, which tends to push the price higher. Each and every cycle you can see oversold area, markup phase, markdown phase starts when we find ourselves in this overbought area, which is also called as a distribution area, and then markdown phase follows, and same pattern repeats again and again. Price is around the oversold area, or so-called an accumulation phase. After accumulation phase, the demand gets greater than supply, which tends to push the price higher, or so-called a markup phase. Again, distribution area, because the price is overbought. After that, markdown phase. Again, accumulation phase or oversold area, and then a new markup phase, and then distribution phase, corrective move. But the most important thing is this one here. I mean, when the price of Bitcoin was hovering in between 20,000, 15,000, according to this Wyckoff's price cycle, that was the oversold area, or so-called an accumulation phase. Yes guys, this here was an accumulation phase. And now if we look at this Wyckoff price cycle, where could the price of Bitcoin be heading? The price of Bitcoin could be heading to form markup phase. Yes guys, we could be in this markup phase, because right now the demand is greater than supply, which will push the price of Bitcoin higher. So if this scenario is going to play out, the price of Bitcoin could be heading towards to form a new higher high here in a bigger picture. I mean, this entire move will be looked as higher highs, higher lows, continuation pattern type of formation. And right now the price of Bitcoin could be in this markup phase, where we could be also heading towards to form a new higher highs, and only after that we could be entering in this overbought area, or so-called a distribution phase. But in a bigger picture, until then, you can see we have plenty of room to grow. Yes, you heard that correctly guys. If this Wyckoff's price cycle scenario is going to play out, then you can see this is just the beginning of a new bull market. Parallelly, what we are going to do, we are also going to look at this ATR normalized and Williams percentage error. Whenever we have seen this green line appearing here in this indicator, what does it usually indicate? Whenever we have seen price of Bitcoin during an uptrend, during a downtrend being flashed with this buy signal, I mean, whenever we get a combination number from ATR normalized and Williams percentage error, we see this green vertical line appearing in our indicator, which usually indicates bottom. Yes guys, whenever the price of Bitcoin, let me change this to green, so you can see this green line started appearing and the price of Bitcoin was showing some weakness. What happened after that? We had this massive rally. Same thing happened here. After markup phase, we had this markdown phase. But when this indicator was flashing us a buy signal, what played out after that? I mean, when we saw this green horizontal trend line appearing in our indicator here to the downside, which indicated us the market might be oversold and we are expecting a new impulsive move after that, and it did happen. You can see price of Bitcoin after this buy signal here in our indicator started showing a very bullish move. Same thing happened here when we had this massive shakeout. We saw this horizontal line appearing around that area, which also indicated us that around that area the market might have bottom. You can see after this buy signal, the price of Bitcoin has shown some very bullish move. Even here, when the price of Bitcoin after reaching around this 64,000 had a shakeout around 28,000, this indicator here started flashing us this buy signal. And what happened after that? We did had shakeout, but at the end we started with a new impulsive move where we also managed to make a new higher high. And now, if you look at this indicator carefully, this indicator was flashing us a buy signal when we were around 15,000. Yes, when the price of Bitcoin during this downtrend had a shakeout where we got attracted on this 16,000, 15,000 range, this indicator here to the downside started showing us a buy signal. And if you have bought here, you can see you are already up more than 176%. So this indicator is definitely one of the best indicator which we have for our community member. I mean, if you want to use this indicator as well, please join our Telegram group. You will find the link to CryptoAnup buy sell indicator, this Williams percentage AR ATR normalized indicator. All of these indicators are available for you guys in our Telegram group. So please join us there. And now, what we want to understand from this chart, because the price is already up more than 170%. So what I want you guys to do is to focus from this 2017. If you look at this length from this buy signal to the next one, it took us around 605 days. Here, from this buy signal to the next one, it took us around 476 days. 2020, 2021, it took us around 429 days. From this 2021 till 2022, it was around 541 days. So now if we measure again around 400 to 500 days before another buy signal, then what is this indicator indicating us? Maybe we are going to get one more chance to buy Bitcoin cheap. I mean, if this here is going to be another continuation like this before the halving, I mean pre-halving shakeout could be on the line. After that, we are going to see another buy signal appearing in our indicator here to the downside. Yes guys, this indicator might be also signaling us another buy signal before we enter the Bitcoin halving, because if we look at this in a monthly time frame, if we look at this halving before we enter the Bitcoin halving, we always found ourselves in this expansion phase. During the expansion phase, the market was very volatile, but when we entered inside the halving, what happened after that? You can see we started with a new markup phase. Each and every time after this expansion phase, whenever we entered inside the Bitcoin halving, we had this very next markup phase. So in our case, we are forming this expansion phase, but during this expansion phase, we could also see a move here like this. I mean, price of Bitcoin showing 20-25% retracement, which could be flashing us another buy signal in our indicator. ATR normalized Williams percentage AR before entering inside this halving. So before the halving, I think we will get one more chance to accumulate more Bitcoin before entering this actual bull market rally, because if you look at this example, you can see we have just started. And not just only this guys, even if you look at this example here. Now before I switch the chart, just a friendly reminder guys, if you are unaware about the bonuses available for our community members in the description down below, then please feel free to check it out, because Bybit right now is giving around 30,000 in deposit bonus. Phemex is giving around 6,000 in deposit bonus, OKX around 50,000 in reward. So if you want to trade it free money, if you want to take advantage of this opportunity, then do check the video description and feel free to join using these links. Thank you very much. And now, if you look at the price action of Bitcoin in a weekly time frame using this Fibonacci line, we were aware the price of Bitcoin was also flashing us a very similar move which played out here in 2017, 2018. After this downtrend, right? After almost around 365 days of downtrend, we had a very nice relief rally, or so-called a dead cat bounce type of formation, where the price got attracted in between this 0.5-0.618 Fibonacci line before getting rejected, right? Before getting rejected. And if you look in our case, this is a very similar move. 364, 365 days of downtrend. Price is also showing a relief rally. So since we are already in between this 0.5, 0.618 Fibonacci line, we have to be a little bit careful for now, because if the price consolidates around this area in between this range above 42, 43,000, then I think we could be also testing the resistance from this 0.618 Fibonacci line, which is around 48, 49,000 before starting with another corrective move. Yes guys, here as well, the price of Bitcoin came exactly at this 0.618 Fibonacci line before getting rejected. Here we are also above 0.5 Fibonacci line, so this 0.618 might be attracting us. So after reaching on this 48, 49,000, we have to be a little bit careful, because after that we could be seeing some corrective move playing out here in price action of Bitcoin. And why this would make a lot of sense, I mean, why the price after a move around 48, 49,000 could start with a corrective move is because if we look at this scenario here, the parabolic curve pattern, we could be in this base 4, base 1, base 2, base 3 is always a volatile move, right? We found ourselves in this base 3, but if you look at base 4 is even more volatile. And when we found support at this curve line, we started with a new impulsive move, and this move, the base 4 move, looks even more parabolic. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here is that if this here is going to be a continuation pattern, price following this parabolic curve scenario, then we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to show a move like this, right? After this volatile move, consolidate for a while, and then enter inside this final sale point where we could be getting attracted around this 48, 49,000. And after that, we are going to start with this corrective move. Yes, guys, according to this parabolic curve pattern, the price of Bitcoin for the coming days has some probability of testing the 48, 49,000, even up to 50,000 before starting with the corrective move. And now, beside that, if you also look at the price action using a simple indicator known as Bollinger Band, you can see this Bollinger Band right now is also flashing us an important move, because since we have broken the upper trend line from this Bollinger Band, this usually leads to pulsy move. I mean, during a move like this, whenever the price of Bitcoin has managed to break out of this upper band, the price of Bitcoin after that has shown some very, very impulsive moves. So in our case, since the upper band has been broken, right? Let me show you that here. In our case, the upper band has been broken. This could be also resulting in further continuation. Even if the price in the medium short term is going to show a move like this, let it be, because we are expecting this Bollinger Band to continue showing bullishness, right? Price following this parabolic curve pattern and getting attracted around this 48, 49,000, even up to 50,000. And only after that, start with a corrective move, because we know yesterday when we were talking about this ascending broadening wedge, I showed you that around 42, 43,000, we have some strong line of resistance for Bitcoin. We pierced trade, and right after that, the price of Bitcoin started turning very volatile. And now, what does this mean? This means this ascending broadening wedge scenario has already been invalidated. So any sort of a pullback, this exact trend line here could be acting as a line of support. Yes, guys, we do have some strong line of support lying for Bitcoin right now. So any sort of a pullback, since we have also pierced out through this horizontal trend line, which was holding us around 42, 43,000 in a weekly, if we could simply remain above this trend line, this will continue to be a bullish trend. Yes, guys, remaining above 42, 43,000, the weekly closing above 42, 43,000 definitely is going to indicate another move, which could bring us around 48, 49, even up to 50,000 before we choose a trend duration, because we know any sort of a pullback right now, this indicators, I mean, if you simply look at this CryptoAnup buy sell indicator, even though this is another VCPR, right? Price is above this monthly R3 line, any sort of a pullback, this monthly R3 line, monthly R2 line, even the monthly R1 along with this December CPR above 36,000 will be acting as a line of support in case of retracement. And along with that, we also have support from this CryptoAnup buy sell indicator. This green line here will be acting as a line of support in case of a retracement. Not just only that, even if I would add this Williams alligator indicator, right, you can see these trend lines are also going to be acting as a line of support. So above 36,000, you can see the price of Bitcoin does has some very strong line of support, and in case of bigger retracement, bigger shakeout, we are going to be looking at this as a continuation pattern. I mean, price of Bitcoin showing some weakness, getting attracted towards some key line, and after that continuing our rally, because we believe our price of Bitcoin is heading towards this 48, 49,000, even up to 50,000 before deciding the actual trend direction. But if you look at bigger picture, you can see there is nothing to worry about, because in a bigger picture, you can see the price of Bitcoin looks extremely bullish. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, if you like my shot here, then please do destroy that like button. And to those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. Until next time, bye bye.